Hi there. Now that I have got the deck joinings in place, I will start working on the deck lines and the holders for the deck lines. With some tape I try out where to place the holders. I want one line to cover the visible joining between the two hull parts. This line will be good to hold a map or a spare jacket. To make these holders I need 10mm PVC tubing, a 10mm drill. With a mold I mark out where to place the holes. Here at the joining I also use a mold to keep the drill in place. I press the tube in through the hole. Fill the tube with a 6mm rope. And pull the tube out through the other hole. Forming a U-turn on the inside. Then I continue down the deck. Now I drill without the mold. I use the drill with a sharp tip so the drill stays in the exact place. With a rounded rasp I clear off debris and give the edge some trim. A new piece of tubing. Feeding it with the line. Cutting the line. If I turn the tube while pressing it, it slips in through the hole easier. Next hole. Pliers are handy to pull out the tube. When all holes are placed, I make a last check before adding the glass on the inside. 6 pieces of glass of about 5 x 7 cm size are stuffed through the loop. Four more pieces, a bit larger, are also cut for each loop. With somewhat thickened epoxy I wet out the cloth. When through-going cloths are wetted out I add the cover cloths. Cover it with a piece of masking tape to keep any excess epoxy in place. Here in detail. It is important to work from all sides in order to get the cloth under the loop wetted out. 4 cover layers are added, some larger. Then some tape. The day after I tried to remove the tape. Using the sticky side I get hold of some more, before I use a knife to get hold of the last pieces. When all tape is removed, the holders looks kind of neat. I flip the deck to remove the line. The tube needs heat to soften. Then I pull as hard as I can and cut the tube. Now it is easier to remove the rest. Now the process in high speed. I leak test each shoulder with pressurized air. I have my own compressor. This one is leaking and will need some extra treatment later. I put a marker on the leaking holder. To stay clear from the joining part, I measure out where to place the first holder on the front hull. This is forward of what I would like, so there will be a need to a special solution for this line. In front of the hatch I will have the master port, so I need to offset this holder. I decide to place it short after the support. Then I continue with the tube, the glass, the wetting out, the covering, the pulling of line, the careful heating from different angles to protect the laminate, the pulling and cutting of the tube, and removal of the rest of the tube while still warm. If the tube resists, you can persuade it. No leaks here. The end wood around the holes gets a dab of epoxy. The excess on the outside is wiped off. And to limit unnecessary excess of epoxy to block the holes, I flip the deck before curing. I improve the inside finish with a few strokes of the leftover epoxy. The leaking holder also gets an extra dab of thickened epoxy. This is how it looks when it's ready. I think it will do. Thank you for watching and see you next time.